Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, Penix finds London on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Penix working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Ooh, play clock running out. D'Amico Ryans calls for a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Buys time, rolling right. The back grabs it, and in for the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 39. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Third down, it's Penix. He's trying to push the field. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And again, it's Penix. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing it again here. Setting up the screen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing Penix. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And these guys tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Running left is Mixon. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Play action, Fields. He's on the move. He's running with it. We're working a couple of yards past the line. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Fields on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Penix on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll give him a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Robinson on the inside give. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Penix. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10. Going right side, Mixon with it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 48. Got his target. It's Hill. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They motion the tight end over. 1st and 10, or on to Mixon. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Fields out of the gun. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they had that one contained right at the line. A.J. Terrell making that stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. On the ground again with Mixon. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. 4th down coming up. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn ready for the field goal try. This from 35 yards away. Everly's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. He lets a heater go deep. That's complete inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Michigan State has it. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Penix working from the gun. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Penix here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
He's back to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Trying for the deep ball. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Fields. Called in left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down throw for Fields. Finds him over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And they're going to have a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. A handoff for Mixon, running right. He cuts outside. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11. And up.
Penix has him on the quick hitter.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. To the air with Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Roll, 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 go.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's go. Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Check go.
Penix now on first down. He puts everything behind this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone now. Finds his target, Robinson. Runs it in for the touchdown. These guys grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken.
Looking to throw Fields. He's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here we go.
A give left side. Here's Mixon. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 575. Right.
Throwing now off play action. Headed out right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Hey, Monday. Angel. Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields on 3rd. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
60 Maverick. Track at 60. Ready?
On first down, here's Penix. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and that gives them the first.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go Alpha right here. Right.
On the carry, this is Mixon. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, son. Out.
From the 36. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Let's go.
Running back sent in motion.
No line. West right here.
Third and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Penix looking to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down.
Smash. Ready. Get up.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And they'll have 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10.
60. Ready. Go.
Throwing Penix. Completed over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's their ball late. They have a lead, but it's far from over yet.
Ready?
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Set. Set, go.
Touchdown! I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Returnable from the 1. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Pass caught by Mixon. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
11. Here we go, shot. Right.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself.
Positive yardage is positive yardage, and he gets what he can before protecting himself and getting out of bounds. But it still leaves him a little bit short of the 1st on what looked like a broken play.
Here we go. Good. Right.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Go. Here we go, son. Right.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Right.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. You got a mini baker. Say hi.
Fields out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That one hits for 30, and it'll give him a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. These guys now within one score in the fourth. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's sure nice to see for this defense when a run heads out there to this corner's domain, to the outside. Well, he's able to finish the play off. And the best part, well, a sure tackle from a corner. No chance he was slipping out of that one.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Come 19, come 19. Ready, ready.
Penix now. Pitts brings it in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go. Ready.
Back to throw it. He'll get this complete to Mooney. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On the jump.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Head for 11. Set. Hut, hut.
Penix here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He's back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Go!
Quick throw right side. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys holding on to a field goal lead.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set. Go.
Oh, look at this. He said, oh no, the ball is loose. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. He'll look to throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Stephanie. Cougar 19. 79 Bronco. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Ready.
Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Connecting on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll give him a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
18 Rattler. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Fits it through the middle. He does it! Touchdown! So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, going out. We're going out right here. Go.
Now a give to Mixon. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, Well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Don't jump. Ready? Jump square. Press. Punch right. Hey, chair. Right.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Koo with the extra point. And his guys make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, side. Right.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Hey, can. Right.
Throwing again on second down. Fields trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And these guys take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10.
What's right? 11. Here we go.
Fields coming back after the pick. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, son. Hey, can. Right.
Fields throwing here. Escapes the pocket. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. That's Justin Simmons. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. All right, one more snap to play here.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Good.
Now, with 4 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Here we go, son.
One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. This celebration begins for our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.